We have Penny. You just want to play around. Go. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be doing Mars in the fourth house as your Atmakaraka. As in, when planet Mars becomes the Atmakaraka by holding the highest degree in your chart. But what does the highest degree concept means? Meaning, besides Rahu, Ketu, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, if it has the highest degree, it becomes your soul significator. It becomes part of your personality. It becomes part of your duty, commitment, and sacrifice you're here to make in this life. That's the most important thing. And especially if your Mars, the higher the degree of Mars, okay, the more prominent that Atmakarka result will be. Like especially between 20 to 30 degree is where the Atmakarka holds the biggest significance. The lower the degree, the weaker it becomes for a person to kind of like finish and attain that challenge. Because Mars is young. The Atmakarka, I shouldn't be saying Mars. Any planet as the Atmakarka becomes very young at his challenge. It's like a young prince, let's say at Kim Jong-un, becoming the leader of a country at the age of like, what, 28, 26? I don't know. I think maybe 30? I don't know. Or let's say back in the days, the king dies and the 17-year-old becomes a king like in Game of Thrones or something, or 10-year-old, right? Very immature, does not know exactly how to respect the people, the kingdom, me, right? We are all about our ego. That's what happens. And if you want to know which degree your Mars is at, you can go to Astrology.com where you'll find my books, reports, consultations, and especially my new reading on D3 chart, my reading on unique mantras, especially designed for you. And of course, I've uploaded Capricorn blank chart prediction on my academy as well under blank chart predictions. So when Mars is in the fourth house, you know what the most significant thing you will see? Like even if you have fights, even when you have turbulences and differences of opinion with the mother, with people within the home, with your family after marriage, it don't matter. It is the Atmakarka. You're going to be like, okay, this needs to be done in the home. All right, let's do it. I'll do it. Like even after the big argument and fight with the family members about something, you know that you're supposed to go to a temple to do something. Okay, everybody, let's get ready. We got to go to the temple. We got to do this. Now, especially when Mars is that between that 20 to 30 degree, becomes very determined to do these particular things. Where the younger the Mars is, because sometimes most of the planet could be like literally under 10 degrees. Although I don't know if I've ever kind of registered that, saved that information, but I have seen. Next time I will create these particular tables. You know, the thing is, literally I had 200 charts, no, 200 to 300 charts saved in each folder about each category of career, everything. And I just last month, I cleaned my computer because it was just so slow. Like I couldn't even like, my video would like process within like 5 minutes when I first got my desktop. And now it was taking like literally 40 minutes. So obviously junk built up. So I'm like, okay, let's delete it. And I'm like, okay, I have Parashar Light already. I can just upload it and then do it. But I forgot the fact that my entire database that was saved in the C drive of the Parashar Light, that hit me because I wanted to do different segments of videos on those particular research that I've done. But whatever, maybe God doesn't want me to do that right now. So when Mars is in the fourth house, the person will take charge of the home. No matter what the circumstances are, no matter what the fight is, they will be responsible. Duty, commitment, sacrifice towards the home, towards the mother will be there. As much as there's my animosity with the mother, if one finds out even after 15 years of not talking that mother has dementia, mother has this, like, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to take care of it. That's that true positive Atmakarka of Mars. Now, when Atmakarka is kind of like conflicted or in a conflict with other planets, that it doesn't really resonate, okay, that it doesn't really feel comfortable with, it will reject half of its duty that it's supposed to do, and half of it that it will do will feel like you're forced. And this is where a person feels like my life is just very karmic. Whenever somebody says, my life is very karmic in terms of I have to deal with this, deal with that, then I'm looking at the Atmakaraka. And Atmakaraka is like surrounded with like malefics or its enemies. So it feels that. Okay. But when the Atmakaraka is like, let's say by itself, or no matter what the planet is, but it's now aspected by Jupiter. Now you will see, especially when Mars in the 4th is aspected by Jupiter, their duty becomes their dharma. Family comes first. I'll die before somebody harms my family. And yes, I fight with my family. I'll even file a court case against my family. But if my family is harmed, I'm going to be there to fight off and pick up the weapon to fight for the family. So this is why there's these mixed layers of our personality and how we deal with each house in our life. Like if you look at marriage, one day your personality is like, I'm so lucky to have this spouse. The next day your personality is like, oh my God, I wish I was single. Then the next day after that, you feel like, my goodness, my spouse is the most devoted person. I have Krishna in my life. I have Radha in my life. Okay, so there's these mixed layers that, you have to deal with. That not even deal with, you have to understand when you're looking at a chart. And Mars in the 4th house, you will see one of the big aim for this person will be throughout life. I got to have my own property. I want to establish my own home, my own property. I want to have my own name on the property. On the other hand, you will also see with the Atmakaraka Mars, such a person will usually have to let go of some of their social circles or network circles for their family and home. Okay? The family and home will always bring about a big transformation in your life continuously related to the people that you have connection with. Because sometimes what happens is you'll make a connection that the family may not agree with. And you have to let go of them. Yet on the other hand, this Mars also, as the Atmakaraka, has to learn the lesson of crudeness. Okay, the how do I define this? They have to deal with the criticism coming through the mother-in-law. Okay, yet, you know what the criticism is going to be? Oh, you don't protect my daughter. Or you don't protect my son. And then this Atmakaraka Mars is obligated to show that, look, I am protecting your child, which is my spouse. Okay, because that, especially in the 4th house as Atmakaraka, the relationship with the mother-in-law becomes that relationship that a person doesn't want to compromise on. However, it is the lesson. See, if Mars is not Atmakaraka, it'll go throughout your life. I don't care. Get out of here. Right? That's how you'll treat the mother-in-law. But if it's the Atmakaraka, life is going to force you to compromise in your relationship with your mother-in-law, because otherwise the happiness of the marriage will definitely be destroyed. Okay, but the one big thing that you want to take with this is that no matter how bad the circumstances are, this person is going to have to be there for the family. Life is going to force you. Either if you don't realize it yourself with the maturity of the degrees of Mars, life is going to force you to do that. Okay. So anyway, guys, this was my analysis of Mars in the 4th house as your Atmakaraka. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below so you don't miss the top of videos. If you want to know everything about your Mars, all your astrological details, and my consultation, check out the links here. Otherwise, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.